Hi guys, my name is Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do this video. It's more of like a TikTok trend. It's the things my boyfriend did and I still stay trend. Before we get started, can we get this video to 5 likes and 4 comments? Please and thank you. Also, I am going to be live while filming this. So if you ever want to watch my lives, follow me on TikTok. Links are below. So let's get on with the video. Things my ex did and I still stayed. Say hi. Okay, first thing. He received a letter from his best friend confessing his love for him, and he also told him he loves him as well. I remember that day. He had a note and I saw it and I took it from him and I was like, what is this? And he was like, it's nothing. And then he rips it up and throws it in the trash. And I was like, what the freak? Why did you do that? And he says, it's just a love letter for my best friend because we were moving. So we were going to be moving schools. And I asked him, like, what was your response to the letter? And he said, I told him that I love him too. And I was like, but he told me it was as a friend, but I knew deep down it wasn't. He was texting my twin sister. He was in love with her because he had a dream about her. At this time, him and I had our own apartment. And my twin moved in with us. And I guess he had a dream about her like the second day she was living with us, and he texted her, was like, I know you're into me and I like you. I picked the wrong twin. And Chelsea told me and I was like, what the fuck? But me being a dumbass, I still stayed. His dad would verbally abuse and bully me. Here are some examples. Oh, he would get in my face and tell me no one wanted me there if I was in my room doing something. He would go in there, turn my light off, and then I would turn it back on, and he would come back in there, turn it back off, and he'd be like, you don't need the light on. There was this one time where she was in the kitchen cooking, and I was in there, like I went in there to talk to her, and she was talking to me, and he comes in, and he's like, you're really talking to the enemy? And she stopped talking to me, and she ignored me after that. So I just went to my room and I never came out of my room. He cheated on me with a 12-year-old girl from a video game. Like, he's never met her. He just played with her on a video game, and I guess they exchanged numbers and they were texting, and I looked through his phone and I saw that he was calling her baby and shit like that. But she was very short with him. Like, she'd be like, okay, or send one letter words like, yeah. He cheated on me again. His whole family knew about it because he would FaceTime her like while he was with them. And then his sister was my best friend and she knew about it and didn't tell me. That shit broke my heart, bro. Oh, he wouldn't let me leave the house. He wouldn't let me leave the house to go check the mailbox. He wouldn't let me just go outside. He wouldn't let me get a job because he was scared that if I saw someone or if I met someone, I was gonna leave him. That's it for the first ex. I feel like this one wasn't really that bad until we get into this one. Until we get into this mother effer. I did a story time about this guy that I'm talking about on my YouTube channel. It's posted here on YouTube. If you want to check it out, go check it out. Because I have screen recordings, I have screenshots, everything. He left me at home alone to go to a party I wasn't allowed to go to because he had a female going there that he wanted to bang. So he would try to hit me with objects. When you twist up a shirt and you go to fling it to hit someone, it hurts, right? So he would grab certain objects or a shirt or clothing items and try to hit me with them because he wanted me to be scared of him. Let me get a water break. He pinned me up against the wall and wouldn't let me leave because he wanted money I've been saving up to leave him. So I had this, it's not this exact binder, but I had a binder like this and it was full of money. And he was looking for it. So he pinned me up against the wall and told me to tell him where it was. He went to a bar opening with coworkers and I wasn't allowed to go because his ex was gonna be there. And I even asked him, like, because he texted me and he told me, I'm going to this bar opening, a bunch of my coworkers are going. And I was like, well, why can't I go? And he said, because my ex is gonna be there. He invited his ex over and told her I was just a roommate. I remember this day because I texted her, and when I was texting her, she told me, she was like, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I've been seeing blank, but not as like I want to get back together with him, but just as friends catching up. And I went over to he invited me over to y'all's place, and I walked around and I was looking at stuff and I saw all your stuff, and I told him that she's not a roommate, like y'all are more than roommates. He gave me chlamydia from a girl he smashed at the Halloween party that I wasn't allowed to go to. And he had the nerve to be like, after we get this situated and we get it cured, I guess, I want to be together, like I want to be serious with you, I won't cheat on you, none of that. And I was like, no, not gonna happen, we're not getting back together. But he would bring up that he wanted to have a threesome with my ex-best friend and me, and he had it, like he had the idea that she was into him when she wasn't. Because sometimes when we would get into arguments, he'd be like, I'm gonna hit up your ex-best friend because I know she's into me and I'm gonna hook up with her just to make you jealous. And I was like, boy, she don't want you with your crusty, musty, dusty looking ass. He would kick me out of the truck all the time. Like, say if we were going downtown Denver, or if we were going to the Target, if we ever got into an argument while we were driving the truck, he would kick me out. He would tell me get out and walk. So I would end up walking. I have videos too. So if you want to go see that video, I'll link it down below. He would yell in my face and call me childish just because one time I didn't wear slides. I didn't wear socks with slides. And then the second time was because I didn't know the proper fork and knife etiquette. And he would yell at me and be like, I'm never taking you anywhere. You're childish. You don't know like the proper etiquette of eating. That's what he told me. But I was like, okay. I went to the bathroom while we were in the restaurant. I went to the bathroom and I cried because of that. And I didn't order anything either. Like, I was like, okay. But getting mad at me because I didn't wear socks with slides, that's kind of bizarre, no? That's crazy. I planned a whole day because he was going through, let me give you backstory. He was going through probation, so he couldn't like drink, he couldn't smoke, he couldn't do all the things that he liked to do. And he was always upset and always taking his anger out on me. So I decided to plan a whole day of like a date, I guess. So the plan was movies, a selfie museum, and then I also like bought him gifts. But once we got to the movie theater, he had gotten a phone call from this girl, and she was like, can you pick me up from the airport? I just arrived. And he was like, yeah, I'm on my way. Left me there, and I couldn't go with him to pick her up or drop her off or whatever. And I texted him and I was like, why couldn't I have gone with you? And he's like, oh, I didn't really think about that. Like, I didn't think about it in the moment. But I got an Uber home and he was gone for like the next 2-3 hours. So you already know what he did with her. He told me to leave, and when I did, he was following me and wouldn't leave me alone because he wanted to see who was gonna pick me up. Okay guys, that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But I'll see you next time. Bye girlies. The reason